Hi.
Hi, I'm Kat.
I'm Tori.
And we're Knitworthy Yarns. And we're doing our second podcast today. A little nervous. This isn't our cup of tea.
Yeah, it's a little like pulling teeth, but it's okay.
But we do have a lot of exciting things to talk about.
Right. It's not like we don't talk about yarn all day long. No. We just don't record ourselves talking about yarn all day long.
So it feels a little weird.
Yeah.
Once we get going, I think it'll get easier. But so let's start.
Okay.
Well, do we want to talk about Rhinebeck?
Of course, because we've been talking about nothing but Rhinebeck since we came back.
How long I feel like it's been like 3 months, but it really hasn't been that long.
2 weeks.
I know, but it feels like such a long time ago.
It does.
Because it was so momentous and we looked forward to it for so long. And I feel like now it's just...
Yeah, I think like since February we had the house booked and our little posse was getting all excited, and then we started making the same sweater, and so there was a lot of build up. It's really hard, but I have to say it did not disappoint.
It did not at all.
No.
It was incredible.
Yeah.
And not to make you feel bad if you didn't go.
Right.
But as far as business owners, for us, it was it was just wonderful because we were able to meet so many of our vendors and designers that we work with. It was just incredible.
I know, it was wonderful.
It's like having access to everyone at once.
Yeah.
And if you are interested in going and haven't been before, I would highly recommend it because it's just so exciting to be with people who are all like you.
I know,
like us.
Totally geek out. I was watching Mari's podcast last night, a Colorado knitter. She's wonderful.
Love her.
And she had the right attitude. Like she said, I'm going with no expectations of like buying everything and finding the perfect stuff. I just want to soak it all in and experience it and just be there and take it in. And really, she's right. I mean, just seeing all the people, and she's like, you get comfortable really quick. She's like, I'm poking through people's bags. What's in your bag? What are you making? What are you wearing? And so on and so forth. And it's just
asking perfect strangers if you can.
I know. She's like, I'm like people's shoulders and so on.
You can't help it.
And I mean, to be able to do that for like 3 days in a row and no one looking at you like you're crazy was just so lovely.
Because we'll be honest, here, if we're out knitting, we generate a little bit of conversation because people aren't used to seeing knitters, and so it's not it's more unusual instead of just, hey, what are you working on? You know? It's very different.
It is.
So it was amazing
and
was
inspirational.
So
I mean, the way some people have like the different colors put together, and you're like, I never would have thought of it that way. Like when Framed came out, the Andrew Mowry sweater, I have never seen so many people wearing the same sweater that all looked incredibly different and amazing, and just it was just
they did
glorious.
Their own takes on it. It's like some people had, instead of having the pattern everywhere, they would have a band here, or a band just at the bottom, or just the color choice. Oh my gosh, somebody had made a baby one.
And a little girl one too. It was just nuts. Yeah. The colors were wonderful. And it was just so fun because that many people were like connected and united through that one pattern. And then there were lots of like that. You'd walk around and everyone would be like, oh my gosh, I love your sweater. And who is it? And it was great.
I think it was funny because she and I went earlier. We went like a day earlier than the rest of our friends. And it was still kind of dead in Saugerties. That's where we were staying. And there weren't very many people. But then as the day went on, there were more and more people there for the Fiber Festival. And then you would have people across the street just like waving at you because they were so excited to see somebody else. Of course, 2 days later, we're all there, so it wasn't as big of a deal. But when it first started, it was so funny.
Cat's hanging out the window. I love your sweater. Oh my gosh, in the car. Yeah.
Well, it was really fun, and I tend to be more of an introvert, but I just was like loving talking to all these people that I did not know, but that really felt like immediate friends. Yeah. So it was great. It was really, really fun. So we highly recommend it. And absolutely. It's nice too if if you can share it with somebody to,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, having the house for the ladies and be able to go back and relax,
Yeah,
or even
and
just
rest.
the car time. If you've been on Instagram, you saw our little hardcore knitting posse with their headlamps on it, coming home from a woolen affair at like 9:30 at night, just knitting away in the back of the car. It's just crazy.
The funny part is the last day that not the last day, Saturday, we had dinner is it Saturday? I don't remember. Saturday we had dinner reservations, and we were trying to leave like at 3 from the
my
fairgrounds
gosh.
to get to back to Saugerties. Yeah, Saturday to get back to Saugerties by 5:30. And I don't know about you, but if I have my knitting, I don't care where I'm at. I'm all good. So it was just so funny. We're sitting in the car. The only thing we were nervous about is making a reservation. But the rest of the time, we're just hanging out, chatting, and knitting. So, you know, it was amazing. It was great.
It was.
I hope to go back next year.
I hope so too. And hopefully the weather is as good.
Yeah,
the weather was amazing,
really...
and I think that really made a huge difference.
Yeah.
Standing on the hill from like 11 to 2 in the rain wouldn't have been as much fun.
For sure.
But it was really fun.
Yeah, the weather was perfect. The leaves were amazing. Yeah, we were really charmed. I have to say, this trip we're really charmed. And thank you to all our friends that went with us. You know, it was really fun to share it with them, and we met so many wonderful new friends too, and can't name you all, but you know, we're so grateful because we wouldn't have met you if we wouldn't have gone. So you know,
it was great.
Yeah,
it was great.
All right,
and back to work.
Work in progress.
Yes. Okay. Work in progress. Well, it's done, kind of.
It's done.
Yeah. It just needs to be stitched.
Needs to be stitched
together.
I am crazy about this color. I have to say.
No. I love it too. I wouldn't be upset to wear. So
I love Zinnia. Okay, I'm sorry, Zinnia. Please don't be upset. It's not that I don't. It's just that is more me. I have to say, I'm more of a bright, like jewel tone girl.
Well, as you can tell.
And so this is right. And what's my favorite color?
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, it's like
right there.
It's everywhere.
Yeah.
So all you have left. Okay, so what she did, which I wish I had done. I want to talk about this because I did not do what she did. Which
you did what the pattern calls for, which is then calls for mattress stitch in order to graft them together. Yeah. I am not a big mattress stitch aficionado. I don't do a great job. So I did a provisional cast on, crochet cast on, and so I will put this end back on the needles, and then these are still live. I just blocked it, that's all. And then I will Kitchener it together with both live stitches, just because that's what I'm more comfortable with and I do a better job with. I don't do a great job doing mattress stitch, and I think you'll see a little less of a line. Yeah, maybe.
So I will say, you know, first of all, we didn't say this is Frame Your Face Cowl by Andrea Mowry, and the yarn that we're using is Making Tracks
Junction Fiber Mill.
Yes. Sorry about that. We just got so excited. Wanted to talk about it.
I have a little bit left.
Yeah.
And a pen. Sorry.
So I did the mattress stitch, and then I took it out. And then I looked up how to graft because I never really grafted together. And I did that, and then I took it out. And then I think I kept in my head, I could see the line so well. It was bothering me because all the cows that I've done that are Infinity, I've done what she's done. And then we went to Rhinebeck and went for the meetup, and I saw everybody's cowl, and I didn't notice a single one's seam. So really, or mine, yes. So really just
don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Don't be me. Don't be me, because I really was ridiculous. And I was trying to finish this before we went, and I probably spent like a whole day and a half doing it and redoing it and doing it and redoing it. You
wore out the yarn practically.
Yes, so then I had to get extra yarn because I had left a bunch of yarn. I looked a huge tail, and so then I used the tail so many times that the yarn looked terrible. So don't be me. Don't do me. Don't do like me. Just follow the pattern or do like Victoria, and you'll be great. But I want to show it for you guys on. I did mine probably a little longer then maybe I should have done like a smaller, like a little bit smaller.
Oh no, I love it.
You like it?
Yeah.
I can't. I'm a little. See, I'm trying to hide the. So you hide the seam like that, and you can't tell. You
No.
can't tell. Is it
Looks
okay
great.
on this
Yeah.
side? Okay.
I love the color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
It's
used
beautiful.
Zinnia, and you used
And I used Vermont Vice.
Vermont Vice.
Dun.
So yeah,
I just love it.
pretty spectacular. We got to meet them
Yes,
at
Junction
Rhinebeck,
Fiber
and
Mill.
they're just
My
the
gosh,
sweetest.
the sweetest. And poor Peg. I mean, honestly, she was wearing her tiara, no voice sign on the top, and she was
She was trying so hard.
She got like in your ear. I was like, please don't, you're hurting me. Just don't talk, your poor voice. But their stuff was all awesome.
Yeah,
and then
it's
we
beautiful.
actually went back and saw them on Sunday so we could see them again because we didn't get a picture.
We finally got her picture.
Yeah,
so
but
we're
everyone
excited.
was great, and their stuff is beautiful. And we picked up a little bit
Yes.
more
So,
because we love it so much.
all right, I picked 2 colors for me. Is it upside down?
Yes.
So this is Making Tracks. It's the heavier version of Making Tracks Lite. It's the heavy DK. And I picked 2 colors. This is undyed, and this one is called Red Hots, which I absolutely love. Doesn't it just look spectacular? These 2 together. Oh,
Yep.
And
And
you
I
picked-
did also an undyed, and I did Daybreak, which is this yummy sort of, I don't know, orangey.
it's like
Dawny.
Thanksgiving and yarn.
Oh, it's just
Thanksgiving,
yeah.
fall. It's just, yeah,
so many beautiful colors.
it's
yes.
gorgeous. Even has some yellows.
Mhm. So I think I'm thinking of doing the Dark Matter cowl, Cheryl Faust,
Mhm.
with that.
Oh, that's going to be
And I
pretty.
think that'll be really nice. I'm gonna like that. It's kind of bandana style, which I like because you can get cozy up here.
Yeah, it sits nicely.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not
I
it's
love
not
that.
hard to it's not hard to wear or put on
No.
or style or
And it
whatever.
fits in a coat nicely. I like
and
that.
I want to make. I of course.
You
don't
lost your
have-
picture.
No, I didn't.
No, okay. there you
I
go.
want to make.
Oh, I love that.
It's the Nivalis scarf. I don't know if you can see it with the reflection. Hopefully you can see something, but it's by Tatesy. Her last name is Lutzak, I believe. Excuse me for pronouncing it probably way wrong. I'm trying, but
I'm not even gonna try.
but I just think that's going to be so beautiful because the pattern calls for a dark and a light
Mhm.
yarn, and I have had my eye on that pattern for a long time. So I saw this, and when we were at
Yeah.
the booth, I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm definitely gonna do this
Yeah.
for that.
So I
perfect
think
yarn.
we're gonna try it, but we're not really trying it
No,
because
we
we
know.
already love it. And so we'll be carrying the regular, the heavy DK / light worsted Making Tracks.
Yeah.
This was their original, and then they did the sport weight afterwards.
Yeah.
So
So the cool thing about sport weight is the sport weight will work with fingering too,
Mhm.
and it will
Yeah.
work with sport. And so
Yeah.
this will probably work with, I would think, with worsted because it's heavy DK. So you could use it with
Yeah.
DK or with worsted.
Yeah.
So they're good. They're like workhorses. They
Mhm. Yeah, they're gonna go with a lot of things. I think like the Vermont Vice, I think would be gorgeous as a yoke. Yeah. So there's a lot of like Jen Steingessel ones that
Oh
I
my
think
gosh.
would be really
Yeah.
beautiful yokes.
for sure.
So I'll be looking into that.
So we're
Absolutely.
excited about this. So stay
Yay.
tuned. Probably sometime
More
in the
Making
new year.
Tracks.
Yeah,
Yep.
more Making Tracks.
Yay.
But if you're interested in making these, though, we actually have these already on the site.
Yes.
So
That we do. We have Making Tracks Lite undyed, and I believe we have 5 colors of Making Tracks Lite in the
don't
colorways.
remember.
Yeah,
Probably.
4 or 5.
Four-
We still have some Vermont Ice, and we still have some
Zinnia.
Zinnia.
Yes.
And then we have a few other colors, Alpenglow and others. So go check it out. There's lots of beautiful things
might
you
be
can make
6
with that.
colors. I think it's 6 total. But
Mhm.
5, yeah, 6 total.
Next. What should we
Let's
do?
talk about our notions.
Okay,
so
because they're right here.
we have a bunch of pop-ups coming up, so we're excited. This is usually the busiest time of year for us.
Mm-hmm.
You know how it is. People are wanting to make sweaters. They think, knitting, and they're more bigger. I think they're just
It's sweater weather.
It's sweater weather. Yeah. So I think people are, and then we have
and
a lot
gift
of
weather.
And gift weather. Gift weather. Gift season, gift weather.
Season.
Yeah, so people are thinking about projects, sometimes quick, sometimes, not so quick. But
right.
So we have pop-ups, so we're really excited. So we noticed that we were running low on a lot of notions. So we made a big purchase.
You can never have enough notions.
No.
We love these little tape measures. These are sort of our, high-end tape measures. They're like the Rifle Piper Company looking ones, but they're great. Looking. And then you squeeze, and there you go.
They're really nice.
But these are nice. I mean, they really elevate your little project and your project bag. And we were just talking when I went to a bag making class on Saturday, and we were talking about how it's nice to have your bag match your project and your notions and everything else match. So Kat makes all our stitch markers, and as you can see, we've got a bunch of lovely colors. So depending on what you're making, and why wouldn't you be happy with a little happy face progress keeper, right? So you can definitely coordinate. And here we've got some rainbows and some happy flowers.
Yeah, I love making stitch markers. They're so fun. They make me happy.
And I mean, they're so useful. I mean, gosh.
Yeah, I love these. So these are progress keepers.
Yeah. And here's another one.
They're matching with These are our favorite stitch markers. We love them. They go on and off your needles easily.
Yeah.
They don't take up a lot of room. They're really great. So that is really kind of our favorite. It is. It's our favorite. That's why we call it.
And then she just made a new one for the holidays, and this is our Hollyberry one with lovely green everyday stitch markers and beautiful little Hollyberry dangle.
Think of how pretty that's going to be with this. Yeah, I might have to steal. To steal some because I'm going to be casting this on.
See, doesn't that make you just happy already?
Yeah. Oh, we got little scissors.
And we got more little scissors.
Yeah. We got because these.
Oh yeah,
so nice. I don't know if you can see them,
and they're so sharp.
We have two different kinds. These are our embroidery scissors. They look like they have this
either the
body
crane,
of a stork. Yeah, stork crane, stork crane,
or straight,
And they come with a really cute little cover, so that way you can't poke yourself.
Yeah, because they are super sharp.
They are very, very sharp.
But actually, these are also crazy super sharp. And they come with their little built-in, cover like that. These are great for the plane if you travel because they don't even show up on anything. And there you go. Yeah,
you won't get them confiscated on a plane.
And you can't miss them.
Great. They're great travel scissors. And they're attached. This is attached. That.
Yeah.
So
on the plane, you're not going to drop it.
No, not going to lose it between seats.
Yeah. So.
Oh, and we have this too.
And our tins.
We have little notions.
Yeah, because we just suddenly ran out of
them. They're all gone. They're perfect for putting all your stitch markers. They open up.
Yep.
The bottom is a different color. We just got them on the website this past week. We have 4 more that have come in that we still need to get on the website.
Right. I need to take pictures and so on and so forth. Oh, and the nice thing about the tin is when I went to Holland and stuff, they also, you can travel with them. They don't show up as some lethal weapon in your knitting bag or whatever, because I know that comes up a lot. People always ask can I take my needles on the plane, can I take my scissors and so on. So all this stuff
will work.
It's fine. It all goes on the plane. It's good. So
gosh, that always worries me.
I know.
I'm always afraid I'm going to get my needles taken.
I'm so upset. What do we want to talk about next?
How about our garden cardigans? Oh my goodness.
Cardigan.
When we went to Rhinebeck, there were 5 of us that went together, and our Rhinebeck sweater was the garden cardigan by Ankestrick. And all of our sweaters were totally different from each other. That was so funny because we knew we picked it together. Not all of us live in the same place. Colorado Knitter lives in Colorado, obviously, but everybody else is pretty much here. But you're knitting on a gazillion things, and you don't necessarily show. We didn't go look at what I'm. So we didn't really know.
It was the summer. We hardly saw each other.
That's true. We were all in different places traveling and stuff, and then it was a mad dash the last 2 weeks to finish
More
it.
mad for some than others, but that's pretty typical.
I had worked on it a lot, and then I'd put it aside and
yeah.
forgot how little I had done. And in my head, I had for some reason I was convinced that I had done way more, and so I'm like, no stress, just I was trying to finish this, and I was like, I got it. I thought I just had sleeves. Well, come to find out, it was like right here, front and back. I had like so much body to do, and the ribbing, and then I had to do the sleeves, and so I was mad dashing it at the end.
And it's not in the round, so it's not like you can do it really super like
not
zooms
at
in
first,
fast.
but it does. Oh well, yeah,
it's never in the round.
No, but you go back and forth.
You go back and forth.
It's eventually yeah. But it's
But that's nice because you don't have any button band to pick up, which is a really nice thing when you're getting near the end, and it makes a beautiful edge. Just with the little, almost like an I-cord edge and so on and so forth.
I think why I was like, what do you mean? Of course it wasn't in the round. I was thinking, it's not piece though. I was thinking piece. When you said it, of course it's not in the round because it's cardigan, but and we didn't steek it. But it's not pieced.
No, not at all.
But you do, it is at first.
When you're done, you're done. It's great. Yeah.
No picking up, no nothing. It's amazing. The construction is really cool.
Yeah.
It has this pretty crossover on the back.
Yep.
And so what did you use?
So I used Camellia Fiber Company's organic merino fingering yarn, and I used Cumulus, the Surrey, in natural from Fyberspates. Yeah, and so we carry both of those in the shop. And you use?
I use Life in the Long Grass Sport, so I use a thicker yarn, and I use Fyberspates Surrey as well.
So this is like the combination of yarn types the cat used, Life in the Long Grass Sport, and this was the Surrey. So like that's one option you could use to do that. And
I used up all this pretty color. I'm sorry.
So that color's gone, but we do have lots of other things that we could put together for you if you're interested. Or you could use this one, which is our new Anatolia from Julie Asselin. And there's a sport, and you could definitely do a combination like that. That would be really beautiful in the mohair instead of a Surrey. Or if you wanted a neutral, we have a friend who did not go this year to Rhinebeck, but will be going next year.
Yes.
And she is using Julie Asselin Fino and Anatolia in the Shetland color, which is this incredible green.
Yeah. We're going to be begging her to post it because it's gorgeous.
If you wanted a neutral, like that would be a good option for a neutral. And we have a bunch of pairs like this. We showed it to you for the Metropolitan. But we also offer virtual shopping appointments. Yeah. So if you ever want to just call me up and say, hey, what you got? You can book an appointment on the website and I can help you put combos together.
Yeah. So I will say Anatolia is gorgeous, but if you want a cheaper option, the Surrey is definitely cheaper.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, they're both beautiful. They're different. The look is a little different, but really, if you're just it's not like somebody's going to go, oh my gosh, that looks so different. It doesn't really look that different.
I think the biggest thing is it looks a little bit different, but it gives you a little more bulk because the Surrey is just a little thicker.
Mine is a little bit more bulky than hers. I should put it on. I haven't put it on.
You should put it on.
But I love it. I made mine super big. I wanted it to be like cozy. Just cozy.
It was funny though because the five of us had it on. We were like at a perfect blend, and we wore it on Friday when we went to India Untangled and stuff. And people were like, "I just saw that cardigan over there." I was like, "Yeah, you're gonna see five. It's
There's
us."
5 of us.
So
there might have been more, but at least like in a
pack.
Yeah, a perfect blend where it's a small space. They're like, I heard this woman say, what did she say? It was like, what sweater is that? That's something. Anyway, I just saw 4 more or whatever, and I'm like, it's called a
garden
cardigan, and so it was just really fun.
It was a funny conversation piece. Yeah, it was fun. So we weren't the Golden Girls, we were the Garden Girls.
Garden Girls.
Anyway, So
lots of pictures.
We have
lots of pictures
of that.
It was fun.
That was definitely.
And we weren't the only
fun.
ones. There were a lot of friends that went and had matching
Oh yeah,
sweaters.
Tons of people do that.
And,
Tons of people do that.
And I believe it was.
Oh, Jenny gave us the Rhinebeck label.
They gave us a label for each of us to put on our sweater, and it says, "This is my Rhinebeck sweater."
Yep. Ta-da! And Rachel was clever. She put hers right inside here so she could flash it.
She would just
flash it.
It was great. It was so smart. Loved it.
Yep. People are so much smarter than me.
Oh, don't say that.
All right. What's next?
Fino, you want to talk about this beautiful scarf you made me?
Okay.
So you just mentioned Fino.
Yeah.
We got some of this yarn in. It's called Pixelate. By the way, we've ordered more Fino, but this we got in before the last. But now they're dyeing it this week, right?
Yeah, right now.
So we should have it shipped in the next.
And more Anatolia.
Yeah, more Anatolia. But we have this beautiful yarn. It's called Pixelated, and it's variegated, but not. It's like it has.
It's speckled, not chunky.
Thank you. It's not variegated. It's speckled. That's the better definition.
It's not chunky, so you don't have to worry if you're doing something smaller about getting big, blobs of color or whatever, or having to alternate so much because I made this for Kat and there was no alternating happening. Well, I only have one skein too, but I don't alternate well. But yeah, I think I love the way it turned out. It's super soft.
Yeah, it's very and now's the time of year where I can start wearing it. So I'm very excited about it. And what was the pattern?
It just squished. Small fry scarf by Samantha Guerin.
Mm-hmm.
So, and just so easy. You don't even
I really wish you could feel it.
Think about it. It's just like I'll just sit here and squish.
I'll leave it on.
So.
Because it actually goes really well with my tea.
Yeah, it's very pretty.
Yeah, and it goes with my.
And these little mini scarves. Little mini scarves are all the rage. I love it. I mean, it didn't even take me one skein.
Great gift for Christmas.
It's a super gift.
One skein of a special yarn.
Yeah.
Like Fino, which is beautiful. I don't know. We said that Fino is 75% merino, 15% cashmere, and 10% silk. Yeah. I don't know that we've said that.
No, I don't know if we have.
Yeah, it's beautiful yarn. It's beautiful. And it's just luxurious.
Yes, it's yummy. I mean, that is a really special, not break the bank skein of yarn to use for a gift or for yourself. And I love that you have extra left over because there's a lot of stash busting projects out there too. Little scarves with intarsia.
You did the exact same size that she asked. Is that what happened? Okay.
Yeah.
Or you could just make it a little bigger.
You can make it bigger.
Weigh your yarn and go halfway.
But your birthday was coming up and I was running out of time. What else is new, right? So Fino. I love everything we have in Fino. Oh, and we just posted Loopsy Daisy. She did that beautiful playful palette cardigan.
It's so pretty.
She
did such
Knitter.
a good job.
She did a beautiful job.
It's gorgeous.
And she used a speckled for the main color, and then I think she had 5 or 6 colors for the stripes. Her sister liked it so much that she gave her the extras and bought her another one. So the color that she used, pretty much, it almost wiped us out. But it's coming in next week. We reordered it, didn't we?
I don't remember.
I think we did.
Lots happened since we ordered it. I think we reordered it. If
did.
Not, we need to contact Julie because we
She's
meant to.
She's so good. We always
she puts
constantly.
Up with us. Wait, one more color.
Yeah, because we can never decide. There's too many colors.
No, because we like them all. We want them all. All right, what's next?
All right, next is I'm finishing up my test net for Jamie Lomax for Pacific Knit Company. She has a 3rd holiday doodle chart coming out. It releases on Friday, and I used Acadia, and we got new colors in Acadia. So we're very excited.
We've carried
about that.
Acadia from the beginning.
From the very beginning. Acadia. We love it. So I'm making, you won't be able to tell maybe, but I'm making a scarf.
They're not just big hand mitts. Oversized hand mitts.
So it will be like this, right?
It's like a bra. Like a bikini.
The golden
a winter.
Don't get me started. No,
I'm sorry.
No. All right, so I have doodled, and it's going to be a scarf, and I will show you. So this one, I did a provisional cast on the edge because it's enclosed. Everything she does, like a scarf or a cowl, is like a tube, so you can always knit in the round. It's super easy.
And if it flips, it still looks good.
Right, you don't have any,
don't have to worry front and back.
So this one I did a provisional cast on, and then I just Kitchener grafted it together.
Oh, it looks
and
good. And I love this
side,
green, by the way.
I did.
Green
Yeah,
is amazing.
Jack Pine.
Jack Pine.
And this one I did Judy's Magic cast on.
You did different, huh?
Yeah.
And which did you prefer?
Probably this one.
Really?
Because it's one step.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas this one, you have to do it, and then you have to go back and graft it together.
Yeah.
This
and do
one
you
is
feel
one
like
step.
it looks? Yeah.
Yeah, it looks good, huh?
It looks
can't even
really
tell.
good.
It's kind of like
I have to say, I think that looks better.
It's like that mysterious Italian bind off, where it just falls into nothingness. I mean, really, that you can't. There's
can't
nothing.
tell at all. And I think the corners look better.
Yeah,
honestly,
I think they make really nice corners.
And I'm being really picky here because it's not like I even noticed until I started, dissecting it. But yeah, I have to say that's
so if you get Jamie's book, The Doodle Directory,
we have it,
which
because we got to see.
Yes.
We got to see her
and get it signed.
Yay. We love Jamie.
The receipt might fall out if you open the book.
Okay.
So
it's a beautiful book. I don't know if you know anything about this book, but she just, I don't know, am I doing a good job?
Yeah, you can do a good job, Carol Merrill. So in there on page 92 is the scarf, and she talks about Judy's magic cast on. And then what she has you do is do the whole scarf, and then when you get to the end, you graft one end. So I am going to do it a little bit differently in that I did each one side separately, and I'm going to graft the back. So yeah, I'm doing multiple grafting. Just because the doodles, if you see them on the cover, which are beautiful, are florals, but they're non-directional, right?
Oh,
so whereas these holiday ones are directional. So I want, when I'm wearing my scarf, I want them to read in the same direction.
Yeah.
So I will now go with just the background color, and I'll do enough so that I can loop it around and fling it or knot it or whatever, and then graft the center and the back so that I can have them read the same way. Otherwise, if I kept going, this one, would read upside down. The gingerbread.
I have to envision it. What happens if does it matter depending on how many times you go around your neck?
No, because
you're right.
They'll always sit like this.
Yeah.
So when it comes to doodles, if I did this one, the farm doodle, which is super, super fun. But I got to this point and I was like, I really love the sunset. And I was like, what if one was like an evening and a morning, sunset, like sunrise?
Yeah.
And so I ended up sort of turning it, and I knit in the other direction. And so you can kind of tell if you look at it that the stitches flip. Right? But
I've never noticed it. I don't think you'd ever told me that.
But I love the chickens and the piggies. And I love the barn.
This is Acadia as well, right?
Yeah. And this one,
this is DK, Studio DK.
This is Coats and Company. Studio DK. And this one is a full-on cowl. So, and I love this.
Yeah, it really
is squishy. And we just got the doodle deck that goes with that. And
so this is going to be released when?
This is released on Friday.
Okay.
And it is Yummy Acadia, just like you'll see on the front of her book is Yummy Acadia. And this one, if it looks familiar, the basic cowl that I did, one of my favorites, is Yummy Acadia also. And you can see my inside is a little different. So
it looks so pretty.
I love that this is reversible. It's like a single cowl, but reversible. And
we have kits
we
for
have
that.
kits, and we sold out of the original kit, which is here. You want to hold that for a second?
No, yes.
Yeah. So you can see it's all the colors.
Yeah.
And
it's pretty much,
yeah,
it's pretty much these colors. Yeah.
It is. And then we did a second kit with the new colors because we thought they were so pretty. And so you can do a basic cowl with the new colors. And for your basic cowl, you get a basic card deck. And you have 51 color work charts to choose from to create your own cowl. That's the fun thing about the doodles.
Yeah. You can do so many different things. You really can. You just basically have the standard pattern for an infinity cowl, or just a plain, because this you can do single-sided, right?
The Rhinebeck cowl, again Acadia, and I used the original kit. Most of the colors are that, and then I also did a water bottle cover. I love the Maxine water bottle cover, and that one I used the winter doodle deck. I just picked a snowflake. And yeah, it fits perfectly on the Maxine water bottle. And then in coats,
so many doodles. Can you tell?
Yeah, I have a lot of doodles. And then there's the garden, and we got in the garden cardigan, which is a half deck. So you get 24 options. And I did Coats and Company Prairie Sock, single-sided cowl.
Yeah.
And the last one is, oh, I love this one, is the baking doodle.
The baking doodle.
See, you get a cake on the stand, and then there's a pie over here, apple pie.
But you can do whatever you want.
And then icing.
You can do, there's so many. There's so many. So that is the baking deck. Did we bring that one?
No, I didn't bring
we
it.
have it. We have it
already on the website.
Yeah.
So
the moral of the story is you pick a theme that is interesting to you, whether it be baking or gardening or camping, which is new. Very excited about that. I'm a big camper. Winter or just basic. And then you pick the style. You pick whether you want to have this style,
you want to
single,
have infinity, or single, or reversible, or a scarf, or if you see, Jamie just released a sweater.
Oh. It's released?
Yeah, November 1st. She released the sweater.
I didn't realize it was released yet.
You can do, and if you do the book, there's mittens, there's a hat, there's, goes on and on, socks. Oh, really cute socks. So, and you just make them your own. So, they're great.
So we've used Coats and Company, and we've used Acadia because they're the colors that are, we feel like has a better range of colors. That work really well with all the different doodles, and so yeah, if you look on our website, you can see our Coats and Company. We actually have, don't we have the baking doodle?
We have a baking doodle kit still.
Yeah.
And the nice thing is it's main color and minis, right?
Yeah.
And then with the prairie sock, we don't have a kit, but it is still main colors, and we have minis. Yeah. Which make
we
it
do
super,
have prairie
super easy.
we do have prairie sock kits, but not specifically doodle.
For the garden.
Yeah.
So
they're great for socks too.
They're great for socks. Yeah.
So take a look, and this is plenty to make. Any of them, right?
Oh my gosh, yes. So in the kit, it comes with 2 of the egret, which I had used as the main color. And then these will do lots, and actually you can see how much I have left over of my colors, and I'm just about to do a test knit for Tiffany Nealon, and I'm going to use these for my hat test knit. So that's the nice thing. The Acadia skeins aren't huge, but they're a great price point, and you get lots to do more with. So,
well, for the doodles, it's perfect. The yardage is perfect for doodles.
And they have a little bit of silk in them, so they're super, super soft and cozy.
Yeah, they really
and the
are
silk
cozy.
makes them strong too.
Yeah.
So they're a beautiful yarn.
I'm excited. I can't wait to see this finished.
So many doodles.
You did a lot in a short period of time. So when is this one due?
Considering I took this piece out at least 4 times.
Why?
Because I kept,
I
wanted the balance, and I kept fudging over the balance of the 2 sides with the colors and the weight and the size of the doodle, because the doodles come in different sizes. So I chose one that had a higher repeat or, bigger pattern, and so you can do whatever you want. But yeah, I kept fussing with it because, I can never make up my mind.
And the thing about the cards that's really neat is these are cards. So basically you take them out and you can lay them down and look and see, basically set it up, right? Yep. I've never done the doodles. I have to say I haven't. I love them, but I'm not a color work girl. I'm a texture girl.
Yeah, ma'am.
I don't do.
Can you tell I'm a bit of a color work girl? So there we go.
And these would make such cute gifts. My gosh.
And there's a mini one too.
So there's a pattern and you don't have to worry. You just know.
The Maxine water bottle cover. And I think Jamie may have put one in her book. I haven't gone through the whole book yet, but I know the Maxine, the number of stitches it calls for around fits perfectly in the 12/24
the
repeat in all of these.
Okay.
So it just
you didn't have to do anything
I didn't
weird
have to do
or
any
hard
math.
Or it just worked really well.
No math. It just fit perfectly. I know, which is good because you know me in math. So math is not my friend.
Well, you can do math.
Yeah.
You can do math.
With you around.
With supervision.
Close by. So there we go.
I'm excited.
Yeah. So we've got lots to do.
Yeah, we have to put the kits together and put them on the website. And I'm really excited with these new colors. They're so fun.
Yeah. I love this Aspen and Camden and the Wood Lily.
How do you remember all these names?
And Beaver, Jack Pine we've had, and Poppy we've had. They're beautiful.
Yeah,
so
we've had those.
I just do.
Yeah.
I can't remember
your
math,
retail background.
I just
you remember names. You know that thing? That's me.
Yeah. And I do. I know what it is. So there we go.
Awesome.
Got a big week ahead of us. Lots of work to do. We've got Sip and Stitch
on
this Saturday morning. If you're local to us, if you are anywhere near Durham, North Carolina, and Google Hawk Bakery,
we'd love to see you.
Come knit. And then we have a pop-up
on Sunday from 12 to 5. Of course, have you looked at the weather? No rain.
Except for Sunday. That's going to move along. I'm not worried about that.
I hope so, because I'm not sure a tent is waterproof. I did waterproof it, but I don't know. I was hoping it was supposed to rain Wednesday or Thursday, and I thought, okay, I'll put it up Wednesday or Thursday in the rain and just see if it works, just to be prepared. At least gives us a couple days to figure it out. But the rains moved to Sunday, which is not very helpful to test out the tent. So
that's okay. We'll be there anyway.
We'll be all right. Yeah, we'll be there. Yes, we'll be there.
There's no rain day.
No, there's no rain day. We're definitely going to be
shine.
there. We'll make it work somehow. We'll make it work. But hopefully the weather will be great. Oh, and there's some grass, a lot of grass around, like open spaces.
Come sit in your camp chair in the rain.
In the rain. Your camp chair sinks into the ground. But if it's pretty, come sit and knit. That would be so fun. There's music. The atmosphere is really neat.
Yeah, kids were hula hooping. They had a yummy food truck. And
it's called the Carver Bazaar, and it's from 12 to 5. Yeah. One other thing I want to talk about is my work in progress.
Oh,
I haven't talked about it.
We didn't get to that.
No.
I'm sorry, and it's beautiful.
And it's the last thing we'll talk about. So I am a big fan of Melanie Berg.
Berg.
So she was advertising, calling for testers, and I immediately got online and sent my request to be a tester. And this is it's called the Memory Code. My paper's all messed up, but this is a shawl. It's you know how Melanie's shawls are generously sized.
Yes,
they're beautiful and just
they're so squishy.
They're squishy, and so I applied and I got the test knit. I'm very excited, and I've worked hard on it because I knew that we had a lot of stuff going on for work with Thanksgiving coming up too. So I've been working on it a lot. It's not due until the 28th. I thought it was the 20th, So I am way in
you're
advance.
cooking with gas.
Cooking with gas. That's not an expression I'm familiar with. Cooking with gas.
Sorry.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is it.
So yummy.
It has such beautiful texture.
Yeah.
And it looks way more complicated to me than it actually is. Does it look complicated to you?
It looks complicated. Yeah.
I feel like when I was looking at it, you know, when I applied, I was thinking, oh my gosh, are they picking up stitches? Because it kind of looks like, if you can tell, it looks like maybe you're picking up stitches.
It's gonna be.
But you start from the middle and you're increasing as you go down, which creates that angled look. And so there's no picking up. It's simple. It's just knits and purls. I'm using Life in the Long Grass DK Twist. And the color is cayenne, right?
Cayenne.
Yeah, it's cayenne. But it's just going to be super squishy.
Wow. Yeah.
Really beautiful. So nice. I'm very excited about it. I'm actually on the very last, like I think I have 6 rows left to do. I have to finish. I have to finish this. Thorn. Okay. So it comes with you're supposed to do a border of a garter stitch border. I don't know if you can see, hers is like a really pretty light pink. I decided to do this color. It's called Thorn, Life in the Long Grass, again, DK Twist. And I think right now it looks different than when it was, you know, before I wound it. You could see the colors better whenever it wasn't wound, and so I'm very excited about it.
It's going to be
beautiful. But I cannot wait to knit it. That's the thing. Now
I'm like, so fun.
Yeah. So it has some pinks and it has this beautiful orange in it and some darker. Yeah, it's going to be, I think it's going to be really, really pretty. So hopefully next time we chat, it'll be finished. Yeah. Well, not you and I, but you and I. Yeah. Because we'll be chatting like.
We chat all the time.
Like 15 minutes after you leave. On your way home.
Yeah.
Hey, Kat! You're driving.
Yeah.
No, at a stoplight.
At a stoplight. I do something.
Or you pull
text
over
her at a stoplight. So. It's a good excuse to pull over Chick-fil-A.
To pull over and check. Well, I think that's it for now.
Yep.
We're going to have a lot of new stuff on the website in the next couple weeks. We're planning for the holidays.
Oh, we didn't even talk about amble. Okay, next time.
Yeah, next time we'll talk about amble. We got some new amble. Just a little, not a sneak peek because that would be a picture. A little, what's the expression?
Preview?
Preview. No? I don't know.
Hint?
I don't know. I'm French Canadian. I don't get expressions well. They're always wrong. Yeah. But anyway. So we will hopefully do this in a week or two, and we'll talk about amble then. We'll probably have our kits, because we're putting some kits together. We'll have some kits to show you. And because it's the holidays, last year we did this and it went really well. We put together some, like a little bag.
It's an add-on.
An add-on, yeah. So you have the bag, like a little holiday-ish bag with
gift tags.
Gift tags, yes, which we should have talked about. Our gift tags. You might want to check out our perk. Yeah. If you're not a subscriber
to the newsletter,
you might want to be a subscriber to a newsletter, because this month the perk is free mini
gift tag
set. And so, which would have been fun to talk about them today, but anyway, we'll talk about them next time.
Yeah, when we have the add-on.
Yeah.
So you get a special little dangly stitch marker, a little bit of bling, you get a bag, you get little gift tags.
The gift tag. So basically you have the yarn, the bag, the stitch marker, the gift tag ready to go. Right. So you just buy it.
Good to go.
And then
you say, honey, here's what I bought myself. Yeah. Go ahead and put it under the tree.
Put it under the tree.
Or
you don't even
wherever.
have to wrap it.
Yeah. No, you provided a bag. He doesn't have to wrap it.
Oh, well, that's true. Yeah, because when you ship it, you don't ship it put together. No. When you buy it at the pop-up, it'll be put together. But anyway, thanks for listening, and hopefully we didn't ramble too much. We always ramble. Yeah, sorry. Rambled a bit. Well, we'll try to get better, but we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.